Morning.
Good morning. We are getting ready to go to Facebook Live.
Right. Oh, we're all set. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Welcome. Oh, look at that. We've got a live audience here this morning. And we are hybrid this morning. We've got a group of people in the room. We've got some people online. So welcome to 1 Million Cups this morning, everybody. That Jen. Are we good? Now we are. So 1 Million Cups, we are good. There we go. Great. Thank you. So 1 Million Cups, we are sponsored by the Kauffman Foundation. The Kauffman Foundation, where our goal here is to increase the opportunities for entrepreneurship and education across the country for people to learn and to take risks and to own their own success. We're both local and national. We've got 120 chapters, over 120 chapters across the country. And we meet at the same time every week, 9 a.m. to 10. There are some key pillars with regards to our meetings. We are presentations and not pitches. We make authentic connections. This is not a networking group per se. We are run for the community and by the community, and we are radically and intentionally inclusive. So let's see. I know we've got some visitors. So we've got some visitors in the room, and I'm not sure online. We'll check. But we will, let's go ahead. And so visitors in the room, we got.
But I'm actually not new. I've attended online for you
Right.
guys.
Are-
Thank you. And received the most generous mantra. Don't as a coming person, I would heard I just first thank you everybody for welcoming me each time I've joined the group. I've listened to two presentations and learned so much. So I want to thank you. I'm Roberta College. I'm trying to launch a not-for-profit on the
There we go. Now we should be good. And he'll be presenting.
I'll be presenting.
Okay. And you're new as well. Come on up.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Victoria Xu, and my business is image consulting. I do styling for professionals, and I'm here for the first time. I found out about this place online through Mason SB DC.
Fabulous.
Fantastic. Thank you. And let's see. And Karen.
Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm Karen Odon. I am an accessibility and neurodiversity at work strategist. I have an S Corp, and I'm in the business of unleashing human potential. I work with primarily tech organizations to recruit, onboard, promote, and retain folks who think and work differently. So it's my first time here, and I heard about this group from John Foster. Thank you.
Great, Karen. Thanks for being here. All right, if that's everybody, let's rock and roll the next slide. All right, if you would, please check in. The QR code right there will allow you to check in. Our goal here is we are looking to have as many people as possible. We have a goal of 20, at least 20 people. We'd like to have 30, or as many as show up. So, but please register. That helps us with the Kauffman Foundation and getting some cool stuff. So that would be great if you just take a second to go ahead and register. And that QR code will show up again later on in the presentation. All right, this doesn't happen by accident. We have a group of organizers as well as brand ambassadors. And so meet once a week on Mondays. If you're ever thinking about joining the team, we'd love to have you. We meet Mondays for a little bit of time to organize. And so definitely take advantage of that. We also have a partner, and that is the Fairfax Chamber of Commerce. And so it's always great to have partners from a resource standpoint. All right. Also, we've got two sponsors. We have a location sponsor. First one is the Fairfax George Mason Enterprise Center, and Jen will do a quick intro of George Mason Enterprise Center.
Thank you, John. It's like a little angel on my shoulder.
Here,
Um,
I'll step on.
It's okay. You're making me look short as perfect. Welcome, everybody. Thrilled to have you here. Mason Enterprise Center Fairfax is located actually just in the building next door. They are our location sponsor. So for those of you who are new, we meet at Mason Enterprise Center every Wednesday, the first Wednesday of every month. It is hybrid, and the rest of the month we meet virtually. So if you're interested in presenting, please do join us in person, watch a presentation, join us online, watch a presentation, learn more. What's unique about Mason Enterprise Center is that they have dedicated mentors, over 20 mentors. So if you're looking for not only office space, but support to help you scale and grow, please check out mec-fairfax.org. If you're interested in being a speaker or building out your visibility, they also are always looking for speakers for events, especially as they craft the 2026 programming. So they do provide a lot of support. One event I'll call out that's on their website is the Pivot Academy. That is this Friday from 8 to 5. It's a full day. But for any small businesses looking to do government contracting or things like this is a critical program that's being provided by Mason Enterprise. So check it out at their website. It is at the Fuse location, which is in Arlington, which is another incubator location as part of the Mason Enterprise Center ecosystem. So with that, again, reach out to Eddie Hill if you have questions. You can see the email there. With that, I'm going to turn it over to our coffee sponsor. Come on up.
Thank you very much. My name is Iman Saeed. I'm a owner of Leaks Alert, which is a smart, affordable water leak detection platform. Leaks Alert is a cutting-edge subscription-based platform designed to proactively monitor, detect, and alert property owners of potential water leaks 24/7 in real time. By catching leaks early, Leaks Alert help prevent costly water damage, health issues from mold, environmental harm, lengthy recovery processes. Whether you are a homeowner or managing a single-family home or a sprawling commercial complex, Leaks Alert delivers peace of mind and tangible savings and can even lead to lower insurance premiums by fewer claims, making it a smart investment for risk mitigation. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you, Seaman. Thank you. All right. All right. Also, don't forget to check in. That's scan codes down at the bottom of that screen. We'll see it again. So how our meetings work. We are about to have our speaker come up as everybody put themselves on mute during the presentation. And once the presentation, we'll have our moderator take over. Our moderator is Melinda. And so with that, we will go ahead and introduce our speaker. And our speaker is,
Good morning, everyone. My name is Pachedzhiev, and I am an owner of a small boutique real estate company called KW Beltway Homes. We operate under the umbrella of Keller Williams in McLean, Virginia, and my team and I, we've been in business for about over 54 years now, combined experience. My business partner, Mary Anthony, 35 years in business, and this is my 20th year anniversary in real estate. Today, the challenge question that we have, because we're trying to scale up our business, established business, but still scaling up, is how can we build and scale an employee home buying benefit program by partnering with small and mid-sized companies across the DMV area. We are licensed in all 3 states, Maryland, DC, and Virginia. A little bit about us. Like I said, 50 years of combined real estate experience. We have not hundreds, but actually we have over 1,000 transactions. We were just counting them the other day across 3 different states. And also we have multiple different programs. One of them is a concierge level service before, during, and after the transaction. We do more than 90% of our business with sphere of influence and past clients. So mouth-to-mouth referrals is our strength, strong partnerships with lenders, local vendors, title companies, from home inspection to moving services. And our mission is to simplify real estate, build community trust, and support financial wellness through homeownership. Today, I'm here to present a program that was designed specially for employers. It's an employee home buying benefits program. And we started working on this idea back in 2023, end of 2023 and 2024. First, we built the foundation through long-term client relationships. We started launching our Elite Client Circle program, which is kind of a reward program for our clients that maintains our relationship with our clients way after the transaction. Then we tested early versions of the employee benefits program in the early 2025 this year, and we brainstormed a few ideas how we can develop the program and how we can provide employers with something that is very strong to retain talent, to provide more value to their employees, and therefore benefit with our programs and their businesses. Now we're seeking ideas from your local community of how we can scale this up and how we can grow this model. Why we created this program? Many employees in the DMV area, they struggle with rising rents, with barriers to home ownership. They do not really have much budget to provide more value to their employees. And companies, they need meaningful benefits in order to preserve talent, to hire talent. Stable workforce housing supports attendance, retention, and morale. KW Beltway Homes already maintains an Elite Client Circle program that can easily fit with the real estate employee benefits program. And we just saw an opportunity to extend this support to local employer partners and their teams by providing up to $7,500 direct credit back to their employees when they decide to buy a home. What we solve: employees in the DMV face rising housing costs, high financing costs, and many times confusing home buying process. Small and mid-sized employers, they lack affordable benefits to support their employees. Many times they lack budget, and also this results in a weak long-term workforce stability. KW Beltway Homes provides trusted local guidance and meaningful savings that help to build loyalty with the employees and strengthen the relationship between employers and employees. And this is at no cost to the businesses. There is a market gap, and we're trying to fill this gap. What this program is a no-cost workforce housing benefit. It's a local concierge-style support. It's a partnership model between employer and real estate team, a financial wellness resource, and a stability retention booster. And what this program isn't, this is not a relocation package. It's not a mortgage or lender program. It's not a discount club. It's not a referral arrangement. And it's not a sales funnel disguised as a benefit. How we generate income? Very simple. We partner with our local lenders, and the way we provide this credit back to the employees, it's very simple. It comes from our real estate commission as real estate agents. It comes as an actual credit from the participating lender, and it comes also as a credit from the title company when they work on the title work related to the real estate transaction. The model aligns incentives, employees save money, employers gain loyalty, and KW Beltway Homes gains a trusted and long-term client relationship. Value proposition: we offer a free employee homeownership benefit that provides up to $7,500 in direct credit at settlement, depending on the sales price. Small and mid-sized DMV companies, this is our target, and I think we can really provide excellent service to companies that are small to mid-size, up to probably 300 employees, because at any given time, probably only about 5 to 6% will be doing an active transaction. So we're very well structured to serve in an excellent way this amount of clients. 50 plus years of experience is what we truly provide as a trusted local expertise. We have a great agent network as well, and really strong relationships to local vendors that could be involved in the real estate transaction. From home inspection to moving services, pest services, remodeling, renovation, lenders, title companies, and basically we want to be a one-stop solution and provide a white glove service to our clients. What differentiates us? Okay, let's move to the target audience. Ideal employers, like I said, up to 300 employees, small to mid-sized businesses. The industry that best fit are tech, healthcare, education, skilled trades, nonprofits, hospitality, transportation, and of course, many others. How we reach them? We use LinkedIn, all of the social media channels, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, networking groups, just like the $1 Million Cup, and referrals, local events. We do 3 to 4 events per year. These are client appreciation events in a way, but also we have many business owners that are part of our clientele. We partner with people first DMV employers who want to offer a meaningful, no-cost benefit to their employees and that they truly care about their workers. Researching our competitors. Competitors, option A is do nothing. Employers offer no housing-related benefits. Employees navigate the market alone. How we fit in this and how we can provide support is through a structured no-cost benefit that employers wish they could offer but don't have the capacity to build or the budget. Option B, national relocation packages offered to big employers. Usually they're expensive and only for executive roles. And how we can fit and help is through a local, accessible alternative for small to medium sized businesses without contracts, without any costs to the employers. And these are real savings that any employee can use. And employees work with random agents with no employer partnership, no savings, no support system, where we offer structured savings, preferred vendor support, and elite client circle white glove experience. We thought about the opportunities with competitors as well. Partner with relocation firms, for example, could provide local expertise to large national relocation companies. We can collaborate with out-of-state realtors that have clients moving to the DMV area. Also, we can work with mortgage lenders and title companies. Usually they know who is moving and where they're moving to. Also, we can create, and we've done educational workshops. And as a matter of fact, what we do is once the program is introduced to local businesses and employers, we can do presentation for the employees right on the spot and answer any questions that the employees may have before they join the program. Also, we offer an add-on benefit to existing employer perks rather than a competing product. The challenge question is, how can we build and scale an employee home buying benefit program by partnering with small and mid-sized companies across the DMV, and how we can gain better momentum with the program? Thank you, guys. Appreciate the time.
Stay up here.
Okay.
You're still going to be part of it. I assume the camera sees me. I'm short. Welcome, everybody. I'm Melinda Sigel, and I'm going to facilitate the conversation. Couple rules real quickly. Just when you ask a question, make it quick. Only ask one question at a time. Raise your hand again. We'll be doing this from the room as well as online. John, you can probably help with the online, if you don't mind, in case I don't see it. And with that, please raise your hands. AJ. And come on up. I'll come in front of you. I'm short. That works. We've got, oh, okay, this way. Just need to stay there.
So what piqued me is you said people can save money buying the houses from you,
Exactly.
right?
Up to 7,500.
How do you do that?
10% of our real estate commission goes back to them at settlement. The lender, the participating lender, provides 1% of the loan amount straight to them at settlement as a direct credit, and the title company waives or credits them $500 towards their closing costs.
Okay.
And depends on the sales price. This could be lower than 7,500, but if the sales price is higher, it can never go more than 7,500. So that's kind of, we capped it at maximum 7,500.
And I have other questions also, but one question.
Sure. Seaman.
So,
Thank you.
come on up. So the question is, I know Keller Williams is a big company who does this building. So you guys only offer your homes, or you can work with any other lenders as well, the builders?
We work with our lender that
Okay.
participates under the program because we have an agreement with her to provide 1% of the loan amount as direct credit back to the employees.
So do you guys have a specific homes in the area, or you can go anywhere?
No, it could be any home within
Any
the DMV area.
Okay.
We're licensed in Maryland, DC, and Virginia.
Okay, perfect. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
You're welcome.
Jen.
Folks online, feel free to ask questions too. Have you implemented this yet?
Yes, actually, I have two major employers that already joined.
Okay, what's
And,
been their feedback?
The feedback has been excellent. We haven't really worked with any of the employees yet because I mean we started revisiting this program back at the beginning of this year, and we've been developing relationships with them. One is a diplomatic transportation company with about 300 drivers and 60 mechanics. That's one of the big groups. And then the second group I'm working on is with the Concord Hotels. And they have thousands of employees that work around the DMV area. Plus, they open new restaurants all the time, so it's hotels and restaurants. And yeah, I mean, working with our database to really help our clients with their businesses and their employees. It's our main focus so far.
One recommendation would be to think about partnering with business networking organizations, whether it's Business Networking International, BNI, NABO, the National Association of Women Business Owners. But how do you get your program out from a one-to-many perspective? I'd also throw in LinkedIn advertising. Happy to talk to you more about that.
Okay.
I know you're using social media, but a targeted campaign would be helpful.
Thank you so much, Jen. Appreciate it.
I've got AJ, then I have, actually, I'm going to have John first because he hasn't gone yet. And then I'm going to have Karen because she hasn't gone. And then I'll come back to AJ.
Are you coming to me, Melinda, this John or Foster?
She's coming for you, John.
I'm coming for you.
Great. There you go. I love it. So first, congratulations and thank you for being here and terrific presentation. Really appreciate the preparation.
Thank you, John, and I appreciate your hospitality as well.
So I haven't spoken. You may not agree after I've posed my question. No, I'm teasing. So you mentioned 6%, 5 to 6% is the likely population out of an employer's employees. So when you do the math on 600 employees, that's a group of 18. And so I wonder whether 300 is closer to the floor or 200 is closer to the floor of your ideal employer client. Because my goal would be to define as narrowly as possible your ideal client, the employer with ex-employees. To
That's
go after,
yeah.
yeah,
That's a great idea, and I know where you're coming from. I've been trying to also calculate this, but since we haven't really implemented the program on a very high level yet, it's very difficult to know what the numbers are, what the conversion rate is, and all
sure,
of this. I'm just thinking that statistically, based on working with my database, because I stay in contact with my
yeah,
database 5 days a week, I do a lot of phone
sure,
calls.
sure.
Usually when you talk to about 30 to 35 people, you discover kind of one transaction that is going on somewhere. So I was basing kind of the numbers, mixing them, because this is not, on a deep relationship level, just like my
Sure.
database. So it may be even lower the conversion rate. So I
It's,
think it's going to be around 5% that are moving at any single time.
it's smart that you're thinking in numbers and percents, and you have a lot of experience. And it's equally hard to catch the 300-pound fish as it is to catch the 3-pound fish. So going after the 300-person employer is no harder or easier than the 3 or 30-person employer. And therefore, again, and you're only a few people, regardless of how large the team is, and therefore narrowing your ideal client with, and maybe the floor is 200 so that you get 10 to 12, okay, but fine tune it and then figure out who is going to care about that in the company. And certainly,
Thank you, John.
yeah, you got it.
Very useful.
Next,
Thank
we've
you.
got Karen, and then we have AJ.
So thank you so much for your presentation. I learned a lot. My questions around marketing. So if you can talk about your strategy to partner with these companies to get the word out about this benefit, because the cost of home ownership is just so overwhelming right now.
Thank you, Karen. I appreciate the positive feedback. Generally, marketing right now is focused on spreading the word through our database. We have, like I said, over 1,000 clients and maybe another 2,000 people in our sphere. And basically, we are marketing the program to. We identified who are the business owners within our database, and we're approaching them first to see if we can have their employees first, and therefore give more credibility to the program, help more employees, and therefore spread the word further. And then we have a social media targeted campaigns with this, but we haven't explored LinkedIn yet, which is kind of really the business social media.
Mm-hmm.
So currently it's being just on Facebook, Instagram, and sphere of influence, and meetings. And I had two presentations about it. This is the third one.
Okay, thank you.
That's what I've done so far.
Next, we have AJ. Or I'll go in the meantime. One of the things that I think might be another home run for you would be to do something for SHRM, SHRM. They are the Association for HR People. And maybe you can do a presentation at one of their luncheons. They have a DC chapter, they have a Virginia chapter, and they have a Maryland chapter.
That's an excellent idea. I appreciate that. Yes, these are the people that will know people that can benefit from the program. Sure.
And that would be right at the HR people who are the gatekeepers.
Thank you, Melinda.
Yeah. AJ.
Yeah, back again. You talked about the businesses, the large businesses, 300-pound businesses and 3-pound businesses, right? How heavy the 3-pound businesses have to be? Like how many? Like what's a sweet spot for you to approach a small business, a 1-man shop or a 5-man shop?
One-man shop is perfectly fine. I mean, we can always help even small companies that they have just a few employees. why I say that the target is probably employers with more employees is because of the conversion rate, right? Generally, if you have less employees and only 5-6% really need real estate services, we can't serve many of them. We can't really provide much benefit to many people. And our goal is to help as many people as possible.
And if I may ask another one,
Yes.
the larger businesses or the mid-sized businesses you are focusing, like which departments are you trying to target and the decision makers in those companies?
Restaurants, hotels, tech, health,
So HR,
IT, HR, yeah, apparently.
HR in
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, for sure.
Sure.
I just said that.
Yeah, she just said that, and thank you so much for confirming that.
Okay.
This is definitely going to be next on my list.
Yes.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Up next.
Yeah, you next.
Okay, so one suggestion for you is looking at the military housing. Because these people move around a lot in the world, especially when they come back after that. So they always would be looking your help. And the other one would be some international companies who have presence in US, especially in this area. You have a lot of those companies, international companies. There must be, and look and walk with their HR. I think that'll be a great thing.
That's the same organization?
Different organizations, HR, Intelsat is one of them. They have offices all over the world. Find those companies who have international presence, like Middle East, right? Europe. They have office in London, they have office in US, and they move people around all a lot. So I think that'll be a good thing to do. And especially Microsoft, Amazon, all those big boys, they move people around, right? When they send from Seattle to here, they are looking for a housing. So I think that would be a great thing for them. So
Thank you. Thank you for the suggestion. Appreciate it.
Another one that you can look into is companies that do a lot of relocations. There's ways to find those companies that are relocating to this marketplace. And that you would find out through a lot of the individual, like in Alexandria, through the Alexandria city and through all those groups. They know what companies are relocating into the market.
Just a quick reminder, John Rittenberg had his hand raised, and I think John.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, John.
John R. next, and then John F. Spelled differently for John.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So again, really appreciate your thoughts. Going back to your percentages, or just using 1 in 10. If you have a goal of creating and selling 6 companies in 2026, just for argument's sake, you could say X companies, right? But let's say 6 would be a terrific achievement. At the end of 2026, let's say you had 6 companies. So that means you have to meet 60 companies that fit your profile, whatever that profile is. Because in one page, you could hand me a one-pager and I'm the employer. And I understand the plight of my employees, that it's hard to find housing. That's national news. And here you are offering up to $7,500, and maybe it's only $4,500 at a lower price house, although in the DMV you get there pretty quickly. But anyway, you need to meet 60 companies, and that's a sales job. Okay, you're in sales currently. So that's a sales job. You have to meet 60 plus companies in order to make the 6 sales.
5 companies per month, yeah.
Okay,
Like
whatever it is.
almost like, I mean, once a week, pretty much.
Okay, and again, that has nothing to do with social media, which is all fine, but you're in a sales mode. You use LinkedIn potentially to find the right person.
To meet.
But in a company of 300, you have an owner, you have perhaps someone else in a chief operating officer role or CEO, you have HR, and somewhere in there, someone feels the pain of the employee. But you're only giving emotional benefit to the owner, not economic. Yes, in the long term, the stability is good. But again, go find 60 companies.
Thank you, John.
You bet.
We have John Foster, and then we have Jen again.
Great, Alex. Thank you so much for your presentation.
My pleasure, John.
One of the things which I always comment on is LinkedIn.
Mhm.
You're talking about social media presence. LinkedIn, and particularly for this program, because it is a business to business program, you're going to want to make sure, and Jen mentioned LinkedIn ads, but just going back to your profile, making sure that your profile is complete, because ultimately it's, it's a relationship, it's a relationship transaction. So being on LinkedIn well is going to serve you well. And so I'd go back and make sure your profile page is up to date. And if you want to focus on the B2B, then you want to make sure that messaging is coming across there.
Thank you. Yeah, our presence is pretty strong. I mean, our profile is pretty strong. There's lots of comments, feedbacks, all of this. We used to work a lot on LinkedIn.
Okay.
I just haven't used it for my main purposes, for a while.
Right.
But yeah, needs to be refreshed. Thank you for
Yep.
this.
Yeah. So currently, from a leverage standpoint,
Yeah.
if you look at today where most businesses are getting their leads, so many of them are LinkedIn. So
LinkedIn, the way I understand it is that LinkedIn is very similar to networking groups in person. I mean, you have to develop relationships.
correct.
Yeah.
It is all about relationships, and it's helpful to understand where where you need to go for those particular relationships. So, but good job.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it. Very valuable inputs from all of you. I
Jen, do you
appreciate
have
that.
Another question?
A lot to implement.
Then Foster mentioned LinkedIn. Do you have an editorial calendar or marketing plan for how you are talking about this program in addition to the other campaigns you're doing?
I do.
Okay. Can you talk a little bit about your messaging? Because one of the things that may come up for employers is either one of two things. One, it's too good to be true. Or two, there must be something I have to pay at some point. And earlier when you explained how it all works, that was like, oh, now I get it. So I would love to hear, how are you marketing that? And if you don't have a simple explainer video or something that's just short and sweet that gives employers that context, I might think about that. So if you want to speak a little bit to the messaging, because it's a beautiful program. There's just a lot to it. And I think that might make employers feel like they have to do something, when in reality, you're just saying, hey, let your people know.
Basically, the way we market this is through a combination of videos, email campaign, video marketing, also text message campaign, and personal meetings. Pretty much that's kind of the whole system is, starting from the social media exposure and breaking it into little segments about all of the different slides that you saw through the presentation. Basically, this is broken down into me explaining it on a video how it works, something very similar, then systematically and consistently promoting this on social media week after week after week to kind of gain the exposure every single week, instead of just shooting something once and then forget about it for a month. So consistency, and yes, we do have a scheduled calendar. Of course, we have so many other things that are part of our social media calendar. So this has only like 1 day per week that is part of the calendar per week. Yeah.
There are also some other things that you do. You have an onboarding program where you'll go talk to the companies and tell their employees about the program.
That's next step. Yes, thank you for bringing this. But usually that's how we promote the program. After the employer signs for the program, then we would offer 2 ways to announce the program, either through marketing materials that they can send directly to the employees, or the best way would be for me and my business partner, Mary Anthony, to just schedule a presentation where we would bring lunch, and we would go and just go there and present in front of the employees and answer any questions that they may have.
And they're all members of your group, so that they are invited to parties that your office has and other.
Once they become a client, then they move into a client inner circle program that entitles them to all the exclusive invitations to our VIP events.
Great.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a nice program.
Thank you very much.
And yeah, so have you, when talking about videos, email marketing and the campaigns, have you ever thought of like doing some webinars, arranging some webinars? I think so that would be a great idea, sending the message.
Thank you.
Doing
That's,
multiple
yeah,
webinars.
I haven't for a while. We've done many webinars, but not particular about this program. So thank you. Yeah, good idea. Thank you.
I've got AJ and Jen again. Am I missing anybody?
That's why we get too much food outside, so what's up? All right, so we are all talking about the emailing, the LinkedIn and all this stuff.
Mhm.
But beyond that, have you thought about how, I mean, this all plays into your sales funnel. From
Correct.
thousands of those people you attack on LinkedIn, Facebook and all that stuff. And
You got
even
it right.
emailing and all that stuff. How do you at some point at a point of time, how do you narrow them down to just a few who you can follow up? That means generating a qualified lead. The person or employer who has a need at the time you're contacting and have the money.
Let me paraphrase that just to make sure I understand the question. You're asking how do I further engage with the people? How do I identify the leads? How do I follow up and engage with them to the point where I can meet more employers? Or
Obviously you got to have the width has to be pretty larger. Let's say 100 people.
Mhm.
But at some point, at a point of time, you cannot follow up with 100 people with the resource you may have. So it's the technology, the tools, the tactics, the strategies you got to have in place.
I understand.
So
yeah.
you go structured rather
Right.
than a cookie cutter approach. So what's your approach in there?
The approach is yes, AI is being implemented a lot in the follow-up process.
AI is AI.
Right.
I've used it every day.
Yeah.
You don't get there just using AI.
Well, it
Maybe
helps.
let 'em-
It helps me identify how the who is engaged. I mean, who is opening the content, who is following properties, and all of this. So I know exactly who I can follow up with. Because you're right, I cannot make 1,000 phone calls in 1 week to identify who is the next person interested in it. But AI, actually, we're moving into a whole new CRM system that implements 3-4 different AIs in it, and one of the ways to do it is to show me each day who's been engaging with the content that is being sent to them. So what I will do is once I have the leads, I will identify them, put them in a separate tag, in a separate group, and this group will get a customized marketing plan that will start delivering value and content and engaging with it.
Yeah.
And then the AI will scrub this, follow up with it, and let me know who is engaging more with the content so I can personally follow up. But generally, the first step would be to follow up with the person, either the business owner, because like I said, we have lots of them. I have personal relationship with them to find out if there's any traction and engagement.
Yeah.
Or the person, the HR person or whoever is in charge with promoting the program, kind of my middleman between me and their employees. Yeah. Thank you.
But AI is just the public databases. It doesn't get you to the other world.
No, I mean it's doing
It
certain
mines
tasks.
into just the public databases, what's available out there to everybody.
Thank you. Something to think about. Yeah.
Yes.
A lot of information, so I'm trying to.
We're getting close to 2 minutes left. I've got John. Why don't you go first and then Jen? And Jen, if you want to ask the final question, you can ask the final question while you're up here. Go ahead, John.
So I think what you're doing is really, really great. And I
Thank
see
you.
the applicability. And as an employer, my concern would be the last thing I want you doing is barraging and slamming my people with a lot of advertising. So I'd want you to be, in the sales process, we have to think through the objections in advance so that we can counter them before they're even brought up. So even in your content, as you're educating, you can address the fact that you don't barrage people. But first point is, I really want you to think about the objections the employer's going to have to you coming in and overcome them.
Thank you. Very,
And
very useful. Yeah.
yeah. And again, maybe the number's 100 companies, not 60, but it's not 1,000 phone calls. It's very narrowly focused because your goal is to generate the 5 to 6% out of thousands because you've been to 10 300-person companies.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, and that's your goal.
And
So,
back to barraging your employees with information.
yeah,
It doesn't work that way. It's not just a random information or anything like that. It's basically based on their behavior. For example, I set them up with an access to homes, just that they're looking at homes for sale, right? And that's kind of the first step indicator that they may be interested about the program. It's just like when you go online and you start looking at shoes, you will start seeing more shoes in a way.
I understand all of that. And
Yeah.
as the employer, I'm not handing over my employee list to you. I'd happily have you do a lunch and learn once a month.
That's excellent.
Educate.
And that's why I
Yeah,
said it's
you
one of
said,
it. Yeah.
I think that's excellent. I think that when that warms an employer's heart, you'll come in, whoever's interested shows up. And when they hand you their contact information, then you're good to go. And I think you discuss that up front with the owner or the HR director.
Yeah.
Because again, you have in the sales process, you've got to build my confidence in you. And I'm not turning over my employee list to you. We're going to do it my way. God, it's rare that I get to say that. Thank you, everyone, for letting me say that.
Yeah. Thank you. That's really valuable. And yes, I totally understand what you mean and where you're coming from. That's why when I said that, when they asked me how do I plan to present it, it could be either of this. Depends on who you are as a personality and as a business owner. If this is what's important to you, we have it there, right? I mean, you choose which way do you want me to represent the program. Do you
So
want me to
therefore,
come
you're
for a
going to ask them,
webinar, talk to the
right?
employees? Do you want me to give you marketing materials and you kind of don't give me access to employees? You do it your own way, the way you find fit. It could be
Yeah.
either way. For me, it's
Well,
like I really want to provide more value and in the process gain additional business.
Thank you. It's great.
I want to
Thank
add
you.
a little bit
Yeah,
to that.
sure.
HR probably puts out a newsletter. You have opportunities to be featured in the newsletter and then testimonials from employees that actually go through the program. And those will be for you to use everywhere. And Jen,
Thank you,
your turn.
Jen.
Sure.
John Rudenberg, we're simpatico today. Thank you for your thoughts. I'm going to build on your feedback. As you're thinking about reaching out to a set of companies, not the world, I would look at the NO on Fire award list for 2025. It's a Washington Business Journal award. Goes out to the top 50 tech companies that are scaling and growing. Because they're being mindful, they're recruiting, they might be looking for talent. This could be a benefit that would attract people. I did write my ideas on a napkin. I'm trying to be truly entrepreneurial. I love Sonal's
I
idea.
hope that I will get a recording
You will.
because
You
it's
will.
so much
Absolutely.
valuable information. I don't want to miss a
So,
thing.
yeah. You have to repeat back all the ideas. No, you don't.
Yep.
I love Sonal's idea about webinars. And I think what you could do is look at the Washingtonian publishes the top employers based on employee benefits, right? And what they offer. You could reach out to those companies and say, hey, I want to feature you and your benefits and introduce you to benefits that I'm also offering to see if it's something to collaborate on. Because you want the willing, right?
Right.
You want companies who are already interested in employee benefits. Go ahead, do you want to say something?
No, I think that's great because that's exactly why I said earlier that we can complement what they do
Exactly.
and just add even more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think one of the other organizations that we didn't mention, I know Melinda mentioned SHRM, but a local organization that's really good is HR Alliance. And HR Alliance, and I'm happy to connect you with them. It's all HR leaders in the room. They do lots of events, including webinars, and you could either just attend or you could see if you could sponsor one of their upcoming events or something like that, just to get visibility to HR leaders and share the information. But I think looking at who is already getting recognized for benefits, they're going to be the companies that you can reach out to, and they're not already be bought into this whole idea. So that was my feedback. You've been great. We've given you
Perfect.
so much information.
Thank you. No, I mean that's excellent. I mean there's a lot to implement, and thank you all. I really appreciate you trying to help me build this up and really provide more value to more people and give them more roofs above their heads.
Yes.
Yeah.
What else can we do to support you?
You've done enough. I mean, this is more than enough. And what you can do is any of these ideas you can, if you can connect me, you know,
Absolutely.
to people around the suggestions that you had to move this further, it will be greatly appreciated.
So just for folks in the room, and thank you, we have some new folks. If you want to introduce yourself, you can come up and just introduce your name, company, how you heard about us. We'd love to make sure you're seen. Thank you so much again for
Thank you.
presenting.
Thank you, everyone.
We appreciate you. Just do a quick 10-second intro, name, company name, and how you heard about us.
Okay. Hi, my name is Sam. I'm from Robot Lab. I'm a franchise owner of Robot Lab Fairfax. We started about 5 months ago in this region. It's a franchise company. Our headquarters are in Texas, Dallas, Texas. What we do in Robot Lab is help businesses automate tasks that are very challenging for for employees to find workers for in the areas of floor scrubbing, cleaning, vacuuming, delivery robots in warehousing, restaurants, hotels, security surveillances, and customer service. That's what we implement, a white glove service from consultation all the way up to implementation and support, technical support. Thank you.
Sam, come back again.
Yeah, thank you.
Please help us eat our food in the.
White glove service, brother.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to turn it back over to John Foster to wrap us up. Thank you, everybody, so much. If you want to save the chat, you can. If you have any last minute thoughts, ideas, questions, or you want to put your contact information in chat, please do so. All right, back to you, Foster.
That's it. Yeah. All right, everybody. As we wrap up, need to advance the slide. Oh, there we go. Next week's presenter. Look, next week's presenter. We've got Dennis Schaefer with Biz Apps. So definitely, show up next week. That will be online. And if you're interested in presenting, we've got the QR code down there. So take advantage of that if you're interested in presenting in the coming weeks.
January.
Yeah, January, because we are booked up. We have a number of upcoming events. We'll also post these to the chat. As you can see, that was done instantly. So you've got those available. Definitely take advantage of the upcoming events. Again, you can also use that QR code at the bottom. And here is our schedule. As you can see, we've got no meetings on the 24th. We're filled up for December, and we've got some spots open towards the end of January on the 21st. So definitely want to take advantage of those. If you're thinking about applying, please go ahead and scan that QR code and go ahead and apply. And with that, help us spread the word, please. We got that QR code, which will take you to all the links in one place. And you'll see that we are on all of the major platforms. So definitely take advantage of that. And with that, stick around a while. For those of you who are virtual, you are missing out on a lot of good food here, but we'll take advantage of that. So thank you, everyone, and we will look forward to next week.
Thank you.